Recording in progress. Hey, it's Yo. Jen's on. Dave's on. The famous Ryan Boggs is on. Jessica's on. Who are we missing here? We've got a few people. Where's that Dave Foxman? There he is. The Foxman is working hard.
Oh, he's not in a car.
Yeah, everybody said, "Wow, no, is that a new car? Is that got like?"
Give him 10 minutes.
Yeah, right.
It's very roomy.
Give him
Is
10
that
minutes.
inside of that car have sheetrock? What's that look like?
Right, exactly. It's crazy.
Oh my! All right, here comes Bethany. Good. Who else? All right, we're gonna get rocking and rolling. Obviously, with our new agent hub, growth hub, being right after this, it really keeps us on track to make sure we're out of here by noon. Now, I know we have a guest coming in today. Mark Emmerich will be here towards the end. So I really want to run through and get our stuff done real quick. He'll present for 5-10 minutes. And then after that, jump onto the Agent Growth Hub. We've got 2 of them today going on, one at noon and one at 1 o'clock. And so launch, I think, is at noon, I believe, and build will be at 1 o'clock. We found out last week we can't use the same Zoom account to do all the different ones, which within Zoom it said we could, but it said no, we can't. So yeah, jump onto your designated area there of where you want to learn. So a lot of you will be in build, some of you will be in launch, and again, if you want, you can go to either one of those or both, right? So if you want to get onto either one, you can.
Last I saw on Facebook, they still had both of them at noon.
Oh, do they still have them at noon today?
Last I had looked. I don't know if there's been an update, but just a heads up there.
Good to know. All right, we'll find out. Obviously, it's a brand new program. They're having some technical difficulties and trying to figure it out. Maybe they've got it figured out separately and they're both at noon. So we'll jump on and make sure. All right, let's get rolling with our slides today. Welcome. Carrie is not on today, so we had her last week. She brought some great information. Next slide. So right now, sitting at 32 closed and pending with Carrie. So let's finish the year strong with her. Next slide. Welcome, Melissa Schultz. How about that? Melissa's here in-house with us. She is trying to figure out what it looks like to be a real estate agent. So 25 years as a teacher. So pretty cool. And I hear she's Katie's cousin, just FYI. So that's the word on the street. Welcome, Melissa. Next slide. Keeping score. All right, here we go. Just listed over the last week. What do we have just listed? Parts of this slide didn't load. So that's what we got listed. This is a couple times we've had this issue, isn't it?
I mean, when I did it last week, it was flawless.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Did Alex touch it?
All right, so it looks like we got a couple from the Stroud team listed up. So congratulations to the Stroud micro team and all that they do. Good job, guys. Next slide, just sold. All right, Foxman got one down. How about that? Love it. And then the Stroud team, one sold as well. So there's still a market out there, even though it's a little slower than usual. I think there's still a lot of opportunities out there for sure. Next slide. Under contract. Oh my gosh, looky there. 3 for the micro team. Good job, gang. Nicely done. One from House and Home. Nice. And Foxman put one under contract. Another one bites the dust. Average under contract price for the week, $202,000. So obviously the numbers are down a little bit from what we've seen in the past, but still great to have 5 under contract in 1 week's always a good thing, right? Optimistic October. I don't know who created this. All right, so 7 currently under contract, 22 closed for the year. That's putting you right close to 30, girl. 30 for the year. Whoop, whoop. And 13 set for October on the appointment side. and we are only, about a week in, just a little over a week, and 282 appointments set for the year. So good for you, girl.
More than
Nicely
one.
done.
I know.
What's that?
I said that's more than one a day.
No doubt. Yeah, she's rocking it. All right, scoreboard for the company. We're sitting right at a 58.8 million, closed and forecasted 187 units, closed and forecasted. So numbers are looking pretty good for what I'm seeing out in the market for sure. Next slide. All right, under contract. So this is the comparison by year under contract, 23 being the pink. And so, let's see, 22 last year at this time, we were closer to that 19 area, where today we're around 14, 15 for October, or September, I'm sorry. October's still evaluating itself out as we go through the month. Next slide. And then comparison by, was the last one by just October? Go back one.
That was under.
Okay, under contract, okay, comparison by year next is the closed units, and that is September, we are sitting around 16, 17 closed, versus last year, we were sitting closer to that 23 mark. So obviously, there's a lot of changes out there going on, I think everybody feels it, but still doing some good business. Next slide. Conversations. How many times do we hear about these conversations? We need to be having more of those conversations. We're starting the month strong. 795 conversations for 11 days in the month. So right now we're on track to be around 2,200 conversations. Last month we were around 2,321, and then 2,400. So the best we've done all year was 3,500 in March. We've not hit that 3,000 mark since then. So just remember, conversations, at least get them recorded. I think you guys have a lot of them that are not getting recorded sometimes. Next slide. Sisu, accountability, the Stroud Micro Team. Uh-oh, here we go. Let's do it. Or have we been good? Did we do good? All right.
Log your conversations.
What's that?
So need a lot of conversations.
Oh, well, that's all right. So right now it looks like the Stroud Micro Team is closed at 21 million for the year. 22.5 is where we're at, closed and forecasted. So number 82 units. So definitely a little down from last year on our own micro team. We could still hit the $30 million mark and should. I don't think that won't happen. 2136 on conversations for the year or for the month. That's for the month. That can't be for the year. That's for the year?
That's
21?
what- Someone's got to log their conversations.
11/5/29. So for the year. Is that right? So that'd be 2136. 2136 divided by, let's say, what, 10 months? It's 200 a month. So that's probably just your conversations
That's what I'm
then.
getting at, yeah.
Maybe some of hers too, though. Right. Okay.
Log your conversations, Ed.
You want my conversations in there? I took mine out a long time ago.
Oh, you took her out?
Yeah.
Then we can't-
I haven't logged conversations on that.
Well, that's why our number says.
Okay. That makes sense now. All right, so 2136 out of the 11,000, which 11,000 would have been a lot. So I don't think I've logged any for the year.
I'm aware.
I've taken mine out. So yeah.
At least he's honest.
Well, I don't lead gen like I used to. So
Correct.
that's one of the reasons.
Now you know you need to adjust your numbers.
Yeah. So we need to set that up for next year to make sure that you're not putting me into that.
Correct,
So
sir.
you'll still get plenty of business out of me. 107 appointments set for the year. Again, to be on track with what we wanted, 207 would have been the number. But we do have good conversion between appointments set to met and good conversion from 84 appointments met to the buyers signed. So we're sitting around 55% there. With Zillow and all the stuff, that's not a bad percentage. You take Zillow out of that, we should be somewhere between 70 and 75%, right? But Zillow definitely drags that number down a little bit. 46 on the buyer signed, 91% on under contract, from buyer sign, and then 97. If we put them under contract, we got a darn good chance we're gonna close it all the way.
Heck yeah.
And that makes it nice. On the listing side, 51 listings, set appointments this year, 50 met, 38 signed, and 32 under contract, 29 closed. So, right now we're sitting around a 90%. That could be still, we've got stuff under contract also. So that last number sometimes is not 100% accurate in that aspect. It's just past stuff. Looks like our referral request, we've done a good job on referrals, asking for about 33. I would say we probably ask more than that, and we don't have that logged, to be honest. So I would say that's, because I know you talked about this 2 weeks ago. You were making some ask every week on that. So added to database, 102 added to the database this year. Pop buys 11. We're going to talk about pop buys. Do you guys like Popeyes? Not the chicken. So we're going to talk about the Popeyes at the retreat. We're gonna try to bring some new stuff to you, I think. 45 script and role play practices, and this is as a whole, right, for the team. And then 31 coffees and lunches. Do you like coffees? How many people like doing coffees with people?
Yeah.
Or those things?
Yell likes
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah. Yell likes it. Yell likes coffee. Her and her kitty cat having coffee. Social media posts, open houses, 15 recruit contacts. So we've got I think we've got some room to grow there as a micro team. Obviously our open house rate's down, but again, you gotta have listings to get open houses. So that's a key piece. Social media, I think we could do better there. We've talked about that as a micro team a little bit, about how we could step that up a little bit. Books read. Who are the 5 books?
I read books, but I don't log them because I don't have
Shame
CSIP.
on you. That'd be me and Peyton then. You love your books? That'd be
Do you,
me.
have you? Okay, so you read 5 books.
That would be you.
Have you read 5 books this year? Is
Yes,
that
sir.
okay?
We'll listen to.
Well, same thing. Yeah, same thing.
Same difference.
You've got 3. How many you got? You reading books?
Like a couple, but I haven't finished them.
Okay.
Start one. I don't
You
finish
started
it.
one and went to a different one?
Yeah.
Well, you're not gonna finish it if you do
I
that.
know.
I'll get back to it. Did the one not interest you?
Well,
What was the first one? Tell me the first one. We're gonna pick on Peyton for a minute, sorry.
oh, I did read The Ideal Team Player.
Okay,
That was the
so
first
you got
one I
that one
read,
done,
yeah.
yeah.
I
The
read that
ideal
one.
team player. There's some people still in our group that needs to read that, I know.
And then Soundtracks I started, but I never finished.
Which one?
Soundtracks.
Soundtracks, okay, that's a good book, yep. All right, so one of our goals, my goal is always to have books in my goal sets, so hopefully you guys are putting those in there. They're gonna help you obviously learn what you're trying to go after, whether it's soundtracks being scripts and different things, whether it's leadership books, whether it's real estate books, trying to figure out things. You know, we're big fans of Power of Moments and creating those moments within our organization. And so we're going to be talking about those things a little more at Summit again. So, okay. Where else should we pick on up here? Bryce, Katie, what do you think we ought to pick on up here? Anything? What do you guys think we should be doing better at?
Family goal looks pretty lacking.
Family goal, okay. Is that being recorded? Is it?
I don't think so.
Okay, I was gonna say, and I don't even,
We should be picking.
is that
up
just
with
one F that we have up there?
recording? We need to be recording better, as is what we should be doing.
Okay, so we too need to record better is what I hear, so you guys aren't the only ones that fail at it, we fail at it too, how about that, so. But we all need to make a pact that we do this better, cause our numbers really help tell a story, right? Okay, good. Still having a good year though, that's the main thing. Obviously, it's all about the sales and the client experiences, and so we want to keep those up, obviously. Next slide. All right, Agent Growth Hub today. So we'll double check noon for launch and build. It says the same thing there, so we'll see if it's 1 o'clock or if it's noon. I'll double check with you guys on that. But I'll be on right at noon for Role Playing 101. So being able to sit down and role play through different situations. And then open houses. Open houses will be the next one. So we'll talk about our open house process. I know other people have different ones, so we can hear from others on there, hopefully the same. Next slide. All right, Google reviews. Jessica Watson. This team is great. Peyton was absolutely fantastic. This was my first time buying a house by myself, so I was a little nervous about what all needed to be done. Peyton was the person I dealt with the most, and she took care of everything. Everything is what I hear, right? She helped me make sure I had everything I needed and that I understood what was going on. We had a few hiccups at the very end of my buying process, a delay from the buyers on my previous house. Peyton took it all in her stride, okay? She handled the delay like it was no big deal and made sure that I had what I needed in the meantime. I am so lucky to have worked with someone so knowledgeable and organized. Thank you to the whole team, including Bryce and Steven. So, congratulations. Guys, I always love it when number one, they name the agent they're working with. That's always a positive. And that happens most of the time. But then when they throw in other people, that just tells me they like the team experience too. The fact that they got to work with Bryce a little bit and Steven in the client care office. So congratulations to Steven, Bryce, and most definitely Peyton. Was this your first transaction or was this your first Google review?
That was my first Google review.
First Google review. So good job. Good job. Congratulations to you on that, girl. Next slide. All right. Is anybody ready for this or? Because I'm not. Stroud says I'm in. So Stroud Summit 2023, mark your calendars, the 19th to 20th. Next slide. 19th is going to be team day. So on October 17th, we're not doing scripting. So we're not doing scripting and training on Tuesday. No team meeting next week. No team meeting. You're going to have your big team meeting come Friday next week. So no team meeting on October 18th. Team day. You can come down around 10:30 a.m. Check into the Westin if you're staying at the Westin. If you're not staying at the Westin, you can still come down and hang out in the lobby. We're going to probably have some people down there hanging out. We're going to unload some stuff, get ready for the next day there. So I'll be down there early in the morning. I already told Alex I may just go down and stay the night before. Who knows? Team day is Thursday, and that is everybody gets to come together, go have some fun. So we've got 11:30. We're going to meet over at Jack Stack's Barbecue at the Freight House. So Westin Crown Center is really close to Union Station, and on the back side of Union Station is the Freight House area. And there's 3 or 4 restaurants down there, but Jack Stack's is where we're headed. We're going to close to around 2 o'clock. I'll get the final numbers and all that. We're going to have a team activity, so we're going to go do something fun for a couple hours, and then around 4 o'clock we'll go back to the hotel. You guys can hang out in the lobby or go back to your rooms if you have rooms. Chill out for a little bit and get ready for dinner that night. We will have dinner to be determined at a certain time, but we probably might do something like we did last year, so we'll have some fun with that. And then done for the night. I'm sure several will go back to the hotel, maybe hang out, have a drink or two, chill out and just talk and have some fellowship. From there, 8:15 the next morning, we will be in the George Washington, the same room we were in last year. It's just going to be twice as big. George Washington room. So if you're walking into Crown Center from the front doors, you would then take a left down the hallway back to the George Washington rooms. If you go on in, off to the right will be where you check in, and there's a restaurant off to the left and a bar. So that's kind of where we're at. 8:15, be in there sharp. We're gonna have some stuff for you ready to go, and then we will have our openings shortly after that, and off we go. So we do have a few things. I'll be reaching out to you guys individually. We do have a few little things that I want to talk with you about. Some of you I'll talk about some little things I'm going to have you do for me, and then I'm going to ask a couple of you about a new program we're putting in place and see your thoughts on it, just to get some feedback. So that'll all be happening this week, and then next week we'll be ready for the presentation. 8:15 sharp, so be ready. Friday, we'll be at the George Washington Room. We will do our presentations. We will have a few breaks throughout the day. I think you'll like our breaks. And from there, we will, 5 o'clock, we'll be done. And we will, as a team, kind of help everybody load these things up into the Stroud trailers, get it all ready, packed up. So around 6:30, we will go do food and activity again. I think you're going to enjoy the activity. I bet most of you, I would say 90% of you at least, have probably not been to the facility we're going to. So it'll be a lot of fun. So, but we should be done around 8:30 that night, just FYI. So if anybody's traveling or anything like that, you'll know. Questions about Thursday, Friday. Obviously, we have poured a lot of time, effort, and money into this event. Obviously, we want you to be there with bells on, ready to go. We want you to participate. You're going to have some different people that's going to be up front this year participating in different things. We've got some new things we want to roll out. One of the things that we had our leadership meeting last week. We had our leadership come together for their retreat. We had a lot of fun, a lot of good stuff. That's always good. But the discussion was great. The conversations were great, and we really came out with definitely a couple areas of some new direction and things that we want to accomplish. So super excited about that, and we're going to be talking about most all of that at Friday's summit. Okay. So I don't think there's anything else there. I think we'll get you some times of where to be, and we'll share. If you still don't know whether you're going to take a room or not, I probably need to know by the end of today or first thing tomorrow morning if you're in on that or not. Fox, I'll get with you again and we'll chat about that. But really let me know on that and we can make that happen. We got several people, probably 10 or 12 staying down there. So if you want to just stay and wake up the next morning and come down, that's fine. We can make that happen. So I've got most of you down though. All right, next slide. Little fun.
You're such a good real estate agent. Because he was outstanding in his field.
Why did the house go to the doctor? Because it had window pane.
Why did the real estate agent bring a ladder into the showing? So they could show off the high points.
Nice.
What room in the house are zombies afraid of?
The living room.
The living room. What kind of house does Chuck Norris have? A roundhouse.
I heard that one too. Oh my gosh, you guys, you kill me. I'm glad you shaved today too, Bethany. So fun stuff, right? Is this last slide? Is this the last slide? Okay, I just want to make sure there's nothing behind it, right? We're good on everything? All right. So Mark Emmerich is here, wants to share again some of the stuff we're doing, and talk to us a little bit about home warranties. Is there anything else specifically that you're wanting to talk about?
Well, we have a new plan.
Okay,
I
so
have it here, the official, and basically there's 2 levels. So
brand new. Come on up, buddy. Welcome, Mark Emmerich.
Thank you. And actually,
Yep, I got
pass out some.
I'll get them.
And are you Missouri, Kansas? Do you do Arkansas as well?
I don't do Arkansas.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But, I mean, our company does.
Okay, so there's a rep down there?
We're in almost every state now. We're pretty expanded, but yeah. So we're in.
We might need to get a copy, we might need to get whoever's in Arkansas too, just to have.
Yeah.
We got 2 people on here from Arkansas.
Oh,
that
great,
are
right,
doing our
right, yeah,
Arkansas
yeah,
area.
so we can help them out
Yeah.
really well. Very
So,
good.
so listen up, this is Mark, we can be in every state with Homeward Inc., so might be just something educational here for you, and we'll jump, so.
All right, so, as you see the new brochure, we have now 2 plans, and we've never had 2 plans before. We always try to make it easier for you as the agent, not having to worry about, okay, we got this level, this level, this level, but the way the market is, we really need to have another plan, more of a higher end, and not only a higher end, but more keeping up with inflation. So currently, the plan that you guys have already, that one was designed like 2 years ago, and so all the warranty companies are having a problem right now. So the warranty companies are having an issue that the repair cost just over last year is up like 30%. And if we have the plan go up 30%, that's going to push a lot of people out of just getting a warranty at all. So my advice to you, no matter what warranty company you're using, when you talk to your clients now, instead of being all nice and high and lofty, like, okay, they're going to take care of everything, you just pay for this, whatever, and they're going to replace it all. It's better now, no matter what warranty company you're with, just to say they're going to help significantly with the repair and replacement, because of the repair costs are getting crazy, and now all the warranty companies are getting a little stronger what their limit is per repair. In some communities, we've seen in some smaller communities, there's only one HVAC guy in town, and he knows it, and he says, yeah, I can repair that. I'm not gonna do it. I'll only put in new units. That's it. And of course, we're a repair company, so I was like, okay, well, I don't know what to do. There's only one person around, and he won't repair it. He will only replace. And they know, because there's so few technicians out there that they're in control, and they're really pushing people around. So all the warranty companies, again, we're having more set limits. So now that you got this brochure, the one you currently have is still valid until the end of the year. This one you can use right now, but January 1 you will have to start using this one. If you look at the middle plan, the 595 plan, that is just pretty much the same payout as the plan you guys currently have. So we kind of kept that the same because in people's mind, they're saying, okay, I should be able to pay around, $600 for a warranty that's going to cover things, and it still will cover things. It's again very similar to what we've had. I'm very excited about the executive level. It's going to have higher limits, but not only that, if you look, it's going to cover exterior water and gas lines. That's something new for us. Lawn sprinklers, gas fireplaces. It's going to include all this stuff for the buyer premium upgrade. It's going to include everything for the enhanced HVAC. It's going to include the Surge Shield Plus. That's the one where if there's any type of power surge, it takes care of your electronics, your TV sets, your gaming systems, your printers, your routers, all that stuff. Zero deductible, up to $5,000 per incident. Because if there is a power surge, I don't know if you guys ever had that, but it knocks out a lot of stuff. And this is pretty simple. You just have to, you get a form from us, you take it to Best Buy or someplace like that and say, hey, is this bad because of power surge? And they just take care of it, and it's all good. So there's a lot of nice, if you just want to see what covers, all these items here that if you got the regular plan, those are all optional. All those items now come with that plan. So I would say try to go with that one, but I know again that's $895. That's a lot more money. Now in that is the $100. I'm not sure what you guys ever decided on.
It's just whatever.
Okay, so there is $100 in that price. Both of them have the $100 in there. That if you guys want that money, that you're able to fill out paperwork and to be RESPA compliant, and we can send $100 to the office, and then you guys can do with it what you want. Or you could discount the price by $100 if that's what you want. What I can see as being a strategy is if you ask the seller, say, can you pay for the warranty? You ask for the $895, they'll probably say, no, I'll pay the $595. So if that's the case, then you can say maybe to your buyer, hey buyer, I really think this is good value for you, this executive plan. If you decide to go that route, I'll put $100 into it, and then you can just pay $200 and you can get that. And the way you get the $100 is not coming out of your pocket; it's coming out because you waived your fee. But your client sees that you're pitching in to help out. So I'm just trying to get some tools that you can use. I don't want to take any money out of your pocket. Again, a lot of people take the $100. It's as many transactions that goes through here. That's a decent amount of money. But it's up to you guys.
I would say, if on your buyer's contracts, you should always be putting this on. Always. All they can say is no. Now, I know when we get into highly competitive type situations, a lot of times it's like you want to keep it clean, but we've not been in, the market has not allowed you to be in too many highly competitive. We still have a few out there for sure. So I would say most of the time, especially if you're not in highly competitive situations, you should automatically throw at least the $5.99 one or whatever on there.
Yeah.
And that's $100 back to you. So we don't keep that money.
And one other thing talking about always on, I'll hit real quick, is that listing coverage, the seller's coverage. Highly recommend you systematically put that into your listing. When you get a listing, you automatically do it. You talk to your client and say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and put some free coverage on for you right now to protect you during this listing period. Here's a key thing you got to say. Who knows, when the house gets inspected, they might find something we get these guys to pay for. We'll discuss purchasing the warranty once we get the offer. But even if you had claims, you're not obligated to buy the warranty. So this allows every single listing you put out there, you put it on consistently, the free coverage, free coverage, free coverage. Maybe they get the warranty, maybe not, but you can be the hero if something breaks down and all they had to do is pay their $100 deductible and it's covered.
Do they still need to do a pre-inspection on the
No.
HVAC?
Well, so on the HVAC, they either just pay the $75
Okay.
and then they get that, or they do a pre-inspection and then they get it for free.
Okay.
So it's your choice. Most people look at the dollar amount and it's just cheaper to pay $75 to get the coverage. But at least get what's free. And might as well get what's free out there. Yes, we know the most expensive thing is the heating and cooling, and it's like 50% of the claims, but you might as well get the others. And it is limited to $1,500 payout. But again, I think your clients would be happy to receive $1,500 that they paid nothing for. Trying to think. Oh yeah, and one other thing on this strategy. This is very interesting. So last year I looked through all the production from agents, and there's some people that produced a lot, and they all of a sudden, because of the way the market was, they weren't putting warranties on. And I kept wondering what's going on, so I called a bunch of them. They all said, hey, the way the market is, it's very competitive. We want to have a clean offer, and that's why we haven't been doing it. Then I came across this one office, and they're writing warranties like nothing changed. And so I asked the broker, what happened? Why are you guys, putting in everything? He says, well, I think it's really important for my clients to have this warranty to protect them. Plus, it's less headache for me because I know that you're taking care of them. And I just make sure the offer is good enough that it'll be accepted with the warranty. Because if they're going to take $200,000 for the house, if you add another $600 to it and you ask for the warranty, will they say, oh, well, I don't want to do that now? They're still going to do it. They got it's a good offer, and includes a warranty. So that's something to think about is, don't be shy about the clean offer. You just want to have a good offer and you try to get taken care of. Any questions on any of this?
Do you have a cap, what the capping is going to be on each category? Is that info out there?
It actually is in the terms and conditions what the caps are.
Okay.
So it is out there. What they're hoping to do, and I'm just crossing my fingers on, especially on this middle plan, they actually lowered some of the caps just a little bit because they want to just hit it. And so what they're wanting to do, this is a new strategy, and it makes some sense that if they call in on, let's say a microwave, they call in on a microwave, the office says, okay, we kind of know what it's going to cost to fix it, but instead of sending a technician out there, how about we just hit a cap of $200 and give them $200? just over the phone. Okay, hey, you got $200. We're just gonna send it to you. So they hit their cap, but they didn't have to mess with the deductible. So it's like making $300, and they didn't have to mess with trying to get somebody out there, schedule stuff. They now just got the money. So we're gonna try to do a lot of that where they call in, they try to troubleshoot a little bit what it is, try to figure out the cost, and just give them money really quick. So if you do go online, look at terms and conditions, like, oh, so these caps are kind of low. It's because we're planning to hit them. Not just playing around. We're just doing to hit them, give them the money. We have found through the history. I've done this for 15 years. Time is the most for people's satisfaction with warranties. Time is it. If you say, okay, I'll take care of this, and it drags out for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but they get a lot of money, they're going to be upset about the whole thing. But if you pay them even less money, but it's done real quick and everything's nice and smooth, they're going to be more happy and satisfied. So that's part of it. Instead of us having to spend time to look up the parts, find the parts, figure out all the stuff, if we can just hit that cap and just give them some money, it's going to make people happier, is our hope. We'll find out. Now, here's the other good thing. I do like that our new brochure, it's just one page. You can actually just give this to your client. It's nice enough paper that they can actually store it somewhere and won't get all mangled. Your client will quickly be able to know what's covered and what's not covered. If they do choose the middle range and something breaks down that they didn't get, they kind of look at it like, I didn't buy that coverage. I could have, but I didn't do it. The other thing is, I got my picture on it. Woohoo! But now I got a picture, but I got the phone number on here. So you can just, instead of giving a business card or do something with the phone number, you can give this to them and say, hey, if you ever have any problems, question, concern, give these guys a call.
Can we get that electronically too?
Yeah, we have a PDF of it. Yeah, so you can put it in, like if you're using DocuSign. So now getting to registration page, I'm not sure what you guys use here, DocSign or Dotloop. Yeah. So in Dotloop we have a form that a PDF registration form that you can actually put into your system in Dotloop, and then you can have somebody assign all the spots. So then when you can have it on there, pull it up, say autofill, it'll put all the stuff in there, put us down as the vendor, and then you just print it, and it'll send the email of the registration page to us. And you don't have to worry about is everything correct or not. You don't have to fill all the stuff out. It'll all be automatic. So it does take a little effort on somebody's part on the front end to put it into Dotloop, but once you get in there, it's going to make it really simple and accurate that we know it's going to be right every time. And and it's in the system.
Is that for listings too? You need that info for the free coverage?
Somebody has to give us some information for it. You can do it online. You can give us a call. Again, so get us the information, whatever's the easiest for you. If you're a person that I like to call in, we actually still have a live call-in service. We're planning to keep that. We've upped we doubled our call center people. And it's all in United States. It's all in either Sioux Falls or Rock Rapids. So that's where our call center's at. And last I looked, we get notice every week on how quickly we answer the phone. And it said within 90-some% of all calls are answered within 60 seconds.
Oh, wow.
By a person talking. So we do try to talk to people, but so if you like to call it in, you can do that. If you say I don't like doing that, you like to fill out forms, you can fill out the registration form we can have for you. You can take a picture of it, send it to me, scan it. If you want to do it online, it's going to be all online. Online actually ultimately is going to be better because then you can watch all your properties and you can see where they're at. And if you want to change that listing to actual closing, you can actually just click on there, put the date on there, and it's all automatic, switches over. I don't know.
Pretty good stuff.
Got some pizza for you guys. Sorry, I was hoping to bring barbecue at Bandanas, but they said they were swamped this morning. They couldn't take it. So I'm like, oh, man. But I got like 5 pizzas back there, so
Here.
you guys should be good. Anything else? I mean, you guys can grab the food. If you guys, I'll hang around for a while.
Yeah, you're fine.
Did the new construction, anything change on that coverage wise?
No. The new construction is the same.
Yeah, I saw that. I just didn't know if he changed anything on the coverage on it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good.
Sure.
All right, guys.
Thank you, Mark.
Well, thank you, Mark. Appreciate the info. And for Arkansas, we'll get you guys some information on that Home Warranty Inc. down there. I don't know if you guys use any of those or not. Bethany, you do home warranty stuff at all? Have you used that before?
No, not typically.
Not typically? Okay, good to know. Good to know. Well, we'll figure that out and see if we can't get you guys on down there as well. So, all right, guys, have a great day. Coming up is Agent Growth Hub, so that will be at noon. Jump on and be a part of that. Other than that, hey, go have a great day, and let's have some fun next week. See ya.